Redefining broadcasting. Listen. You're listening to Enyimba TV and Radio. Enyimba TV Radio. Redefining broadcasting. Listen. You're listening to Enyimba TV and Radio. All right, good morning and welcome to the Monday edition of the Sports Buffet. My name is Edafe Matthias. You're going to love to come in the Enyimba on Sports. How are you? How's your day been? How's everything going on your end? How was your weekend? Did you wake up well this morning? Yeah, if you did not, sorry about that. But for those of you who woke up well, be grateful for the day that you have. Use it very well and try as much as possible to be a person of impact. Thanks to everybody who's adding up to our subscriber list, okay? This is how you know that our phones so is emitting EMF, right? See, just put it close to the microphone and then you start feeling the whole emission coming out, and then it's crazy. But some people will like put it in their pocket, put AirPod in their ear from morning to night, and they say it don't mean anything. I'm always wondering why they think like that anyway. But we're all different, so we're all different. We see things differently. There are some other bad things that I do too that other people don't do. So let's not be holier than that anyway. But whatever it is, like I said before, my name is Edafe Matthias. I'm going to have to come in a little bit on sports. So many to talk about. The Super Eagles are back into their winning ways. The same Benin Republic that beat us 2-1 in the World Cup qualifiers. We took them to the cleaners, 3-0. All the missing players were back. Those people who have the argument that Victor Boniface is better than Victor Osimhen, I'm sure that argument now, maybe we should put it to bed. Maybe the person will be looking at himself and say, I shouldn't have said that. Not that Victor Boniface is a bad player, but I mean, comparing those two players doesn't really work, because one, as far as I'm concerned, is a goal getter, is a goal scorer, is a number 9. The other one is 8.5 or 8.5-ish, who plays better behind the strike. And true to type, the man who's nominated in the Ballon d'Or list have shown us that he deserves to be there, and the argument for him to win the African Footballer of the Year should not even come up. He deserves to win it unless something else happened. It's about voting, and sometimes the voting bloc can vote their sentiment, their emotions, and their bias instead of their objectivity. So most times, like I always say, these awards, I don't take them that serious, because locally here, I've experienced the high level of bias in voting, and I've seen people vote because of I've seen somebody say before that I would not vote for a certain player because when one time ago he asked the player for interview and the player refused, and now they nominated the player. I mean, I'm not going to mention him, but he's not, and he is in position to vote. He's not going to vote for the player. And I was like, I don't understand. Where is this one coming from? Like, you're not going to vote for a player because he didn't give you an interview. But then, I mean, it is what it is. People are people. They would always do what they think is good for them. Yeah. So let's see how how things go. There's plenty. I'm battling with something here in the studio. You can see that I'm struggling a bit, but I'll get it sorted out eventually. Well, there is battle in London. There's crisis in London. There is a tiny little bit of crisis in Italy, but we'll deal with it on the views from the stand. So wait for that one. I want to say massive thank you to all of you who's made the Chronicles of the Legend content beautiful. So yesterday, I got a call in the afternoon. I got a call from, no, it's not yesterday, on Saturday. Saturday, I got a call from Dimeji Lawal. And he was very, very happy. He was sounding excited. First, he was like, "Oh, send me your account number. Let me send you money." I was like, "Nah." I get afraid to collect money from football administrators, football players. And after I said no, Baba, no, and I said, "Why do you want to send me money?" What did I do? I just said, oh, the interview, that he loves it and his family, people, the comments that people are making, it's just making him getting emotional that, oh, at some point in his life, he thought that nobody actually cares or love him. But the way people were commenting on it, that he was going to watch it every day, go and look at the comment section. I said, but you want to kill yourself? Not do. Okay, you are lucky that your own is getting all the positive comments, but not do, I beg. Because when we post this thing, just watch and move on. Forget the people's comments, because sometimes they might come at you. Now, what make another interview Yakuba Egbeni since, because I think go do now, if it's come, attack Yakuba Egbeni the way I don't want, or Sani Keita, all of those players who, you're very careful with. You know what I mean now, because people always remember the bad and the good. But he was happy. Long story short, he was very happy. He was excited. And I told him, I said, well, I have a very good community, let's be very honest, on my channel, but I can't control the general public, because when you put a content like that and it's hitting the higher numbers, other people from outside will come in and also have their say. But it was fine. Now, what made me not say this is this morning, I woke up this morning and I got a call from Bright Mokaro. And he was like, oh, man, a lot of people have been calling him since that they saw his interview on Elegwete TV. It was nice. It was beautiful. That it was just giving them nostalgic feeling, blah, 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 blah. Long story short, anyway, he was happy. I said, okay, this one is not me. This one is not on me. It's on the people that are making comment on the content. So I want to say massive thank you on behalf of Dimeji Lawa and what's it called? Bright 1010 Omokaro. Thank you for the beautiful comments that you guys put, the appreciation of their effort, of the work that you guys appreciate with your kind words. They also are noticing it, and I mean, I guess that's the original purpose of doing those content anyway, to make the legend feel really appreciated and celebrated. And I am very happy. I'm also happy that the NFF award has not come to stay. They've agreed that it will run, so we would also be awarding our players for their good performance and all that. Pretty soon you will see the NFF award, and I'm sure everybody will be very, very happy to be part of it. Those are the kind of things you want to see happen. You want to see those kind of things happen, and you want to be happy that, okay, these things are happening. Okay, so I won't lie, I'm very, very happy that you guys treated it the way you did, and the what's it called, the player in question is happy, it's excited, it's really, really overjoyed. Two players are overjoyed that you guys, Nigerians and the world recognize what they did in the 80s, not even just recently, but in the 80s and all that, and the whole kind of appreciation, the kind of way that everybody was talking about them, praising them for their services to the nation. Mokaro said it is better than anything that anybody would say. So I thought I should also convey their appreciation to you guys, that they are grateful for your kind words and your beautiful comments about what they have done for Nigeria. Right? So let's hit the show running. There's crisis in London, Chelsea ownership crisis. Okay, Todd Boehly and his sidekick are not on the same page, on the same wavelength as each other anymore. The boardroom is going crazy. A lot is happening. Well, it is what it is. Cristiano Ronaldo can't stop scoring against Wales. He scored his 901 goal. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo. And then some people say they don't like Cristiano Ronaldo. That's the part I really don't get. Okay. Like, you can criticize a moment in his game. Okay. Criticize a moment in his game. Criticize a timeline. But to just not like Cristiano Ronaldo, what are you? Well, Zinedine Zidane have explained why he will not drink from the glass of poison. Zinedine Zidane explained why he won't join Manchester United and insist he will only return to management for the right opportunity. In other words, Manchester United is not the right opportunity. Manchester United is shit, like Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, sorry, my United fans, but it's true. You guys have become poison chalice. I think that Zidane is waiting for the French national team job anyway. That's what I think. Oh. And seeing Italy beat them for the very first time in like 70 years at the Parc des Princes felt good. Maybe Zidane will visit it and said, Didier Deschamps, your time is to be up. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why are people sending condolences to Thierry Henry because Kit Abdul married Malik? Did anybody tell them that oh god, that Thierry Henry wanted to marry Kit Abdul? I don't know, Sha, but some stories are just crazy, and some fans are taking this their freedom to do anything and say anything to another level. England won their first game under Lee Casley, 2 goals to nothing. We talked about it last weekend, how it's going to be, and they won. Nigeria also won 3 goals to nothing. That man, I wonder why they transferred it to Paris Saint-Germain didn't go through anyway. But Ademola Lookman really is in a world of his own. Is showing stuff that is different. Cristiano Ronaldo scored late to make Scotland feel bad. But the coach, Steve Clark, have told them, guys, calm down. Cristiano Ronaldo not lose to. You shouldn't be feeling bad when you lose to a world-class team like Portugal. So there is nothing to be sad about, okay? There's nothing to be angry about, nothing to be vexed about. Just take it like that. It's one of those kind of things that just happen, and then you move on. You don't have to feel bad that you lose to a team that have Cristiano Ronaldo in him. You should be grateful to God that God scored against you, because Cristiano Ronaldo is not just a footballer, he is a god. Well, that's not the major topic anyway. The thing is the crisis at Liverpool, at Chelsea. Where do you stand on this one? How does it go? What would you, if you're a Chelsea fan, what would you prefer? What would be the best? And for background's sake, let me say this, that this is not the first time it's happening, because some people are saying that, oh, it's never happened before. It has happened before. There was also crisis in the Arsenal boardroom for like 5 years. Alicia Usmanov, you remember, it was the highest shareholder before when what's it called? Kroenke had like 13%, and then it rose up to 15%, and then that lady sold him, her own shares, and then he grew up. And that's the reason why David Dean is excommunicated from the club that he helped to build in a league that he created, right? David Dean took side with Alicia Usmanov, the Ukrainian, right? Because he was seeing what Roman Abramovich was doing, and Alicia Usmanov Red Army, which is the name of his company, told the promising that we would do better than Roman Abramovich. Those are the two people that wanted to first start the Russian Ukraine war. But one way or the other, boardroom politics, people who had given dividend their word that don't worry, we would sell to your guy, changed their mind last minute, because Stan Kroenke came with his money and said, look, anything that guy is offering you, I'm doubling it. Okay, so if he's offering you £100 per share for you, I'm going to make it £200. That's no problem. I'm doubling it. I'm going to pay off the debt of the club. I'm going to take over, absorb everything. So there's nothing on you. You guys just make profit and move on. And so it's business. It's nothing personal. And so things went to Kroenke. But then, since the move to the Emirates, to be very, very honest, things have not turned out the way everybody expected. That once Arsenal go to the new stadium, they will start winning things, they'll be successful. It has not turned out to be like that. To be very, very honest. But hey, things will get better. Things are beginning to look up, so you can sit back and say to yourself, well, things might change anytime soon and things will get better. So for Chelsea fans, look at it from the Arsenal perspective, that it eventually went to one ownership. And like I've always said, I don't like multiple ownership of a football club, because football is not a profitable business. Okay? It's not a profitable business where, we are putting money and we're getting return instantly. Rather, football is most likely a charitable business. There is no profit. There's no profit in it, right? No quick profit like low-hanging fruit. Nah, you can get goodwill. You can get people talking positive about you, for all that you are spending, but really ask yourself, what's the profit that Roman Abramovich made from Chelsea? What's the profit that Silvio Berlusconi made from AC Milan? What's the profit that, name any owner and tell me what the profit they made from buying or owning a club. And before you jump into the cost of sale, factor something: the money they spend in buying the club, the money they've been spending in salaries for the years that they own the club, bonuses, transfer fees, sales of players versus transfer fees and all that. And then you would understand that, listen, there is actually no profit. If you're running a grassroots academy, okay, yes, there's profit in that one. But at that higher level, it's hard. Okay, it's hard, very, very hard to make profits. Okay, so it's crazy when two business people, billionaires, always want to see the bottom line. So eventually, now for Chelsea fan, who would you want to own your club? Is it Todd Boehly or Egbali or who do you really want to see own the club? The funny part is that Todd Boehly is not really the majority owner, majority shareholder. So it's even a bit difficult. The Chelsea case is a bit complicated. But who would you want to be the major shareholder? Who you want to be the pilot running the ship of state and taking care of the team and being in charge of the team? That's what I will need you to do. Again, on the Super Eagles side, I noticed a variation from what is the norm when it comes to media. The focus was on the two assistant coaches of the team. Is it good? Some people say it's good media for the NPFL. I don't think it is. Okay, some people also argue that, media does not have one way of doing things. You shouldn't be talking about this because you are a disruptor of the space. You are somebody who we look up to. You are the guy, you are very innovative with your ideas and you are audacious. I say, yes, I am. But I still engage. There are rules of engagement. I still follow the principles of engagement in almost everything that I do, right? The only time where there are no principles is when you touch my children, okay? And my children could be biological or adopted. If you touch them, all bets are off, all rules are off. I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you with everything that I've got. No respect, no rule, your age or position, it's gone with the wind, right? But every other thing, I still believe in following the rules. So all of a sudden, everybody's making it look like, it's the two assistants that make us win the game. Some people are even arguing, what has Eguavoen achieved before? This guy, I said, come, this Daniel Oguma, I like him. After I put one of his, I did an interview, I put it on my channel. I promote the MPFA more than any other person, right? But this one that you guys are now elevating the assistant coaches. The day they will lose, hope we go blame the assistant coaches and say, no, this is not Eguavoen's fault. It's the assistant coaches. They did not do their job well. Because I don't understand how Nigerians all of a sudden believe that it is only in this country where the assistant coaches should not be. I thought these are the rules of football. I thought the assistant coaches should just not be heard, just be seen, but not be heard, right? They don't have opinion. They shouldn't have a say. But that's the rules. Who's the assistant coach of Arsenal? Who's the assistant coach of Chelsea? Who's the assistant coach of Man City? When have you seen them in an interview? When have you? Okay, let's say, okay, these are club side. Who's the assistant coach of Portugal, France, Italy, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands, England that have interim coach? Who's the assistant? When has they happened that okay they win a match and say okay is that they know what they're doing? Because again, if we cannot be good people, we cannot have the right to demand for good leaders. And that's because anything goes. This is the land of the free, home of the brave. No, we're not America. Does not mean that everything. Even America, the assistant coach is not the one to talk about. Okay, I've not heard when this basketball team was winning because of the assistant coach. For where now? Phil Jackson don't know again. I assistant coach or Popovich don't know what to do again. I don't understand. So correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm not saying I have the all-knowing. I'm not Methuselah on this one or Elijah or Jesus or whatever. But I just think that there's a tad bit of disrespect for the coach, the manager of the team, Austin Eguavoen, and the way the media, especially the guys of the MPFA, are going about it. Okay, there's a tad bit of disrespect. Maybe I'm overreaching or having too much expectation or anything. I don't know, but man, it is what it is. This is my opinion. You guys can have your own opinion on it, but whatever the game you saw, if you saw the game or the report, you've read about the report, What is your take on that game? What is your take? Do you think that Nigeria is back? Do you think that we now have a team we can build up from here? But it's Benin Republic that we beat. Some people will say, but it's the same Benin Republic that beat us the other time. So it's not just all completely out of place to be celebrating that we beat Benin Republic. Okay, we're no longer really as big as we used to think we are. So if we are, celebrating a win over Benin Republic, it's not a bad thing. In my opinion, it's not a bad thing because we're no longer really a big team anymore. So every win you get, you celebrate it. After all, if you win the Benin Republic, it's 3 points. If you beat Egypt or Cameroon, or Cameroon have their own crisis, so they are also not the big team. Let's not talk about Ghana. Forget Ghana. Ghana no get level. Those ones they be idiots. I don't know how they take beat us to qualifiers, but hey, it is what it is. Well, let's go to the news that's put together by Timothy Nembo, the best guy that you can bank on when it comes to packaging news. So good that he can even write news in pidgin English on Friday. That's so lovely. Right, Super Eagles captain William Troost Ekong was back in the team, speaking after Nigeria's 3-0 win over Benin Republic in Saturday's 2025 AFCON qualifiers. Said the team expected to perform well and the mascot twice, while Victor Sime, the reigning African Player of the Year, added another to secure the victory. Ekong emphasized that the team was well prepared, had confidence in themselves, and trusted their coach, Augustine Eguavoen, which played a big role in the win. He didn't mention the assistant coaches. Okay, just want to put that for emphasis' sake. But well, I might be wrong.
We prepared to win the game. We respect Benin. Last time we played against them, they won the game. But yeah, like I said, maybe only yesterday, that we have great belief in our team. We have great belief in our coach. He's like a family member who's come back to us now, and we knew we had to take the responsibility today. I think with the attacking talent that we have, we don't have to name them, but I think everybody knows how dangerous we are. That if we play well, we try our best to keep the door shut at the back. We're going to create chances and we'll score. So I have great belief that if we give the boys enough balls up front, that they'll put them away. And I think today was a good indication of the direction that we want to head in, and the first step of many that we have to take to be back at AFCON.
We don't like Troost Ekong. He's a real leader. I like the way he talk. I like the way he handle his pressers. His personality, might come across to some people as brash, but I think I like him. That kind of person anyway. So it's easy for people to say it's easy for you to like somebody like Troost because he's your kind of person. He behaves like you. Okay, so it's easy. Yeah. For me, I just like it when you know how to do your job and you know how to do it well. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to impress me. You don't have to do eye service. Just be good at what you do. I think that's the easiest way for me to like you. Okay, it's not necessarily because we have the same kind of personality. I just like efficient people. I just like people who know what they do and how they do it. Well, my Chelsea question is still up in the air. Which of the leaders, especially to Chelsea fans, leave other clubs fans, let them not stress themselves on the matter. But Chelsea fans, tell me, which of these guys would if you're asked to vote for the person that will run the club? Who would you vote for? Well, while you're voting, while you're picking who you want, I know that for my membership is the order of the day. Everybody commenting. It's like it's a membership. Olaiwaju, please send me your address on my DM, whether on Instagram, Twitter, or whatever. If you have my phone number, send me your address. If you know you're a member of this channel, please find a way to send me your location, your perfect address. It doesn't matter where you are. It's a promise. We made a promise that members will be gifted a package. So whatever comes in the mail, receive it from us as a token. It doesn't measure up to the sacrifice you make spending time to being on the channel, but for being our member, we made a promise at the beginning of this journey when we started membership, and it is nice to keep it up. Okay, yesterday Adijala Fama was here to pick up his gift, and for those of you who are on Twitter, I'm sure you have seen it. So for those of you on my WhatsApp page, following me on WhatsApp, you must have seen it as well. Having said that, it's not just for only him. Okay, but it was nice seeing him. It's handsome brother who came around. Nice. My kids hardly jump on people. My kids kind of like him, so that's a plus. But I want to be able to start, packaging this whole thing and sending to everybody. Yeah, somebody sent me a message that would that not be too expensive? Well, nobody sets out to make money without spending money. Okay, I mean, I can't just be the guy who takes and don't give. It doesn't even make sense. That's why you have the Dead Sea. So if you want to receive from people, you also have to find a way to give. So I'm not preaching like the tight people. No, this is not a tight gospel. But I think that we cannot create a community where I am just the guy who swallow everybody, take everything for people, and I'm not giving. It doesn't feel comfortable. Okay, it doesn't feel comfortable. My mother used to say, people when they drink free drink now, then they quit the high. So I don't want to be in that position. Well, let's go to the manager of the Super Eagles, the coach of the Super Eagles, Austin Eguavoen, speaking after the Super Eagles 3-0 victory over Benin Republic, emphasized the importance of understanding tactics. State information is information. Okay, he praised the players for executing the game plan effectively, adding that the team has the quality and versatility to adapt to any formation that can lead to success. Eguavoen further highlighted that with the right approach, the Super Eagles can consistently deliver strong performance and achieve positive results, regardless of the system employed. The Super Eagles will be up against Rwanda tomorrow in Kigali for the second game of the qualifiers. We wish them very well. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But right now, let's go to Austin Cerezo Owena Eguavoen, my guy, an athlete turned footballer, now a coach and technical director of the Nigerian Football Federation.
Information is only information. And we have players with quality. You can decide to play in any system. This is something we discussed, and I also observed, I slept over it, and I know, with the caliber of players that we have, we can decide to play any formation and be successful. The players are always there. And, when much is expected from Nigerians, that's where we see performance. People have been, we've been getting a lot of backlash, and then the boys didn't know it. And we know we have the caliber and quality to be able to beat anything, but we respect teams anyway. So anybody can come in and do the same job. It's not a problem. So there's a mindset. We have the potentials. It's how you, check out your opponent and give information, and then you'll go out and do the job.
I know that a lot of people are not really enamored by Austin Eguavoen, and so many people think Austin Eguavoen. He's also not been lucky, right? Let's be very honest. Let's call a spade, because I'm in a place where I don't talk about Eguavoen too much anymore, because people have this erroneous belief. That he's promoting Eguavoen because he's from his region of the country. I don't understand where that comes from, but I think that I like to give everybody a chance. And Eguavoen have also had his chances. Eguavoen has been in our coaching life since 2003, if you remember. 2000, Eguavoen led us to, Chile or where? For under 17 World Cup. That had Mikel Obi and the rest. One of my players was in that team. Charles Amaikwe, was in that team. And I remember Nigeria lost in that to toss of coin. Okay, so I've never heard that before. It was the first time. It was shocking. So if all things being equal, Paripa said that the toast coin. Man, it's painful. But hey, that's how we lost that. Unlucky. When he was asked to go take over the qualifiers for the 2006 World Cup, what's it called? He won 2 games. The games that he was asked to play, I think against Zimbabwe and Algeria, beat Algeria 5-2 away, beat Zimbabwe 4-0 here. If I'm not, my memory might be foggy a bit. But the games have already been damaged before he took over, and we didn't go through. Then came the AFCON, where, and again, you could say we came third, but you could say that goal by Drogba was a bad officiating. That goal shouldn't have stood, but then we got knocked out. Okay, and then this last one, that's the one that got. Because me and my partner, we lost a lot of money. We're still paying the debts now, and it's part of the reason why this Elevated TV project is stagnated, because we have to pay $375,000 that you take from people from VCs, venture capitalists to do your business. The business didn't work, you have to pay. Plus all the bonuses I was supposed to get if I qualified for the World Cup that we lost, we have to pay back. So we're paying that one, we're grinding and trying our best to pay back. So there could be that anger of, Eguavoen is not a good coach. I'm not really going to sit here and say he's not a good coach, because I've seen him at close range at work. I've seen him put the players through the drill and select his team. Maybe once or twice, I'm like, oh, this selection, this guy shouldn't have done this selection. This guy shouldn't have done that. But overall, above average, Austin Eguavoen is a good coach, just not being lucky. And it's hard to explain that not lucky side because, I mean, what's luck in football? Football, you create your own luck. That's even in life. I believe that you create your own luck. But then sometimes when something just keep happening like this, it's terrible. I hope he can salvage the situation. This will be like his greatest mission if Eguavoen is able to qualify for the Nations Cup and then qualify for the World Cup. Because I know that the NFF have no plan B to go get a foreign coach. All this one what they do now, Eguavoen be their plan since, like I said before, I told you guys here that I know that they cannot employ a foreign coach. Money not days. Now let's not even be saying anything that we cannot do. Money not day. We're not going to pay. So people like Eguavoen will take the job on the barest minimum and just get the job going. Also have a clear understanding of the players. Now, if you think of all those conditions that is working against it, it is hard for me to come here in good faith and come and criticize him. That doesn't mean that if his selection is poor, if his team tactics is poor, I will not have an opinion. I definitely will. But to lash at a team the way I will lash at somebody who's earning maybe 100,000, 150 to go. I mean, I don't think Eguavoen even have a contract. So he's still earning what he earns as a director, which is about $5 million a year. That's about $5,000. So all he gets in the national team is the match bonus, winning bonus. He doesn't have a contract. So put all that in perspective whenever you want to criticize him. Then we can have. I'm not making excuses for him, but I'm just stating these are the facts on the table. The way when we talked about the Victor Osimhen part, a lot of people don't want to take the fact on the table that Osimhen introduced the word coconut head into the conversation. But then Nigerians want to enjoy the dialogue of racism. They make the get orgasm. So I'm just putting the picture in the right way. Somebody's asking me why is Amunike not in the picture. Amunike just lose 3-1 for home for league match. Amunike get match this weekend. What's the go day for the picture for? Which picture you want to put up? Brother, I'm gonna leave Amunike. Not Amunike will take one day together. We will not qualify for World Cup. I don't know why everybody even talk about this Amunike thing. I don't. Again, when I talk like you know, like Amunike, I like Amunike. Amunike is my legend. I mean, I have. We're planning to do an interview. We're having that conversation. But people should stop talking about Amunike. Which role he won't play? Amunike no will do assistant. Amunike believe he's supposed to be a head coach. What, you want to make him assistant to Austin Eguavoen? No. So but let's leave Amunike to prove himself with the Heartland where they give him. They just beat him 3-1 for home now. So let him prove himself there, and then we can take it there. Ikorodu City FC debuted in the MPFL didn't go as hoped, as they were overpowered by Kano Pillars led by Rabi Ali. Fantastic player. He scored in 19 consecutive seasons in the MPFL. It's one of the good stories. I think I need to go do a story on this Rabi Ali, but I don't want to do it via Zoom. Something that, oh God, subscribers do increase. Maybe they get better views so that we feel this travel without looking to borrow money. After a goalless first half against Kano, the Kano Giant, Pillars came out strong in the second half, scoring 3 goals to secure a 3-0 victory in match day 1, with Ali netting a brace following the defeat. Ikorodu City head coach Bright Ozebagbe acknowledged that his team lost focus in key moments. While speaking to the club media, he assured fans that they would work on these lapses and express confidence that the team would improve ahead of their next match against Kwara United. Okay. Kwara United. I think Kwara United, they drop point at home, if I'm not mistaken. Bright, let's hear from you first. Bright, how are you with your talk?
This is MPFL. Yes, performance was key for us. Yes, that was there for everybody to see, for us to be proud of. Yeah, but again, we lost concentration. And going back, we need to work this. Yeah, like I said, we allowed the error happened, and the boys switched off, and the goal came and it opened. Yes, you play a team like Kano players, and you allow a sloppy goal come in, then you give them the advantage to want to play. But again, the boys did show some level of resilience, trying to come out to want to play. But again, the errors keep coming, and they keep scoring. The next game we're going away as well. Yes, playing Kwara, and we've learned, and we're going to correct those areas going forward. and hopefully next.
I hope you guys get something to start the season. Like East Push is not really a good one. Play your first game away. It was Katsina, very far. Travel that long distance to go play against Kano Pillars, and now you are back going to play against Kwara. Kwara is not that far from Lagos, so they can plan themselves well and go for that game and see what comes up. And then match day 3, they'll be playing at home at the Mobalaji Johnson Arena. I think that I would say if you live in Lagos or you live around the Lagos Island Metroplex, you should be able to go see it and support them, cheer them on as best as you can. They're a new team. I hope that they stay up, but the task just got very, very difficult, starting with 2 away games. Well, England and Arsenal midfielder Declan Rice, who scored the opening goal in England's 2-0 victory over Republic of Ireland, praised interim coach Liz Casley. Speaking to Sky Sports, Rice expressed his admiration for Casley's impact, noting that he has been a refreshing presence and has earned the team's full support. We've all been really impressed with him, and everyone is happy to have him in charge right. Casley's next match with the team will be against Finland tomorrow, the Battle of the Land. Ireland, England, Finland. Well, let's see who land on the right place. But before now, let's put Declan Rice on the deck.
40 times, obviously, for Ireland. Obviously, that meant a lot to him in his career. Now he's England manager. Obviously, I can't call for what he wants to do. All I know is that from us, from a set of lads, we've been so impressed with him this week. He's been so refreshing. His meetings have been top, really to the point, and the way we play and train is really different. So look, I think all the lads are really, really happy with him. Obviously, we had such an amazing time with Gareth. Some of the best memories that we probably could ever imagine for. Only thing was missing was obviously we didn't win a trophy in our time, but obviously with Lee now, I think he's adapted so well to the job, and I think he's given a lot of lads confidence to go out and play. And look at Jack today. You know, I think Jack's best when he's got like an arm around him and he's told how good he is. And I think Lee's done that this week, and Jack today went out there, and when Jack's playing with personality and confidence, you know, he's one of the best players in the world, and I think that's what Lee's going to keep bringing to this team. So we need to be positive, and yeah.
We invented this concept of arm-around players anyway, but I mean, it's good, but I mean, not every coach is going to put a arm around you. Players should also be told that it's good to have your boss. It's good to have the confidence of your boss, but what about when you are in a place where the boss doesn't care about you, but you're given a chance? To me, I think that the greatest compliment a coach will give me, or the greatest support a coach will give me, is to pick me on the match day squad. Any other thing is bonus. Put me on the match day squad, I'm going to go there and do my thing. Okay? The coach like me to shout anyhow for bench. Now, should not be bench today. You go fish out past the crowd within the stadium. That's the way I think. That's my mentality. That's my approach. You know, maybe it's not the best thing, though, because again, you get the way you go suffer. You can't feel like say life now about survivor. When you now see people who are taking it easy, who are going through life easily, you start feeling bad. Recently, I felt it like people think that, oh, my children don't speak pidgin English is a bad thing. Okay, they don't know how to speak pidgin English is a bad thing. I didn't know it was a bad thing until my nieces and my nephews and people from Warri came to spend like 5 weeks with us, and their reaction to my kids not knowing how to speak pidgin English reminded me of my own story when I was younger, when I came back from the UK, and everybody, you know, was picking on me, and obviously that's what brought the beast out of me. And again, this same thing just happened with my kids, because they want to be really, really soft, and I've always said about that. It's the sad part for me that my kids are very soft. How can I give birth to kids that are so soft? But then, this holiday, I realized that they are not soft. They are beasts that are well tamed. Because that beast cut rope, you know, in a couple of times, and there were no punching, pushing, and, you know, vibration. I was like, okay, God. I'm a bad father, right? Call me a bad parent. I know in some of your minds that I'm a bad parent. Yeah, I don't really care. I don't really care about that one, but it is okay. It is okay to be violent sometimes. Even Bible propose violence as a way out. Violent ticketed by force. Okay, so you have to take your place and take it by force. If it is necessary, there's a need to do that, you do it, and do it with all gladness. So it's nice, but hey, it is what it is. Well, let's move on the conversation. Let's go to the US Open. It was nice this weekend. Number 2, Ariana Sabalenka captured the US title with a 7-5 win over Jessica Pegula. Oh, after the match, Sabalenka shared how much the victory meant to her post-match press conference, saying it had always been a goal to make a family name part of tennis history. She expressed pride in her family, thanking them for sticking by her and never giving up on her dreams. Listen, tennis is the kind of sports where if you win, you need to thank your parents, because tennis is expensive. Oh. You get where they go born you, you know, so you're not going to play tennis. Yeah, like the kind area I grew up, tennis is not your dream. Forget about it. No matter how elastic your body is, you cannot play tennis.
Well, after I lost my father, it's always been my goal to put our family name in the history of tennis, and every time I see my name on that trophy, I'm so proud of myself. I'm proud of my family, that they never gave up on my dream, and that they were doing to keep me going, and so I had this opportunity in life. So it's really means a lot, and yeah, it's been always my dream, and I still kind of like cannot believe that I was able to achieve. Not I, like me with my team, we were able to achieve so much already.
And they're very.
Yeah, thank you for that one. About that men will not come after. So let's go to one number one. Jannik Sinner. He claimed his second Grand Slam title, defeating Taylor Fritz in the US Open men's finals with a commanding 6-3, 6-4, 7-5 victory. Sinner, this is Sinner, but somebody wake up and give their children name Sinner. Sinner like CENEU, SINNER, Sinner. Okay, let's go. Senna, who also won the Australian Open earlier this year and reached the French Open semi-finals, reflected on his triumph when speaking to ESPN. When asked to compare his Australian Open win to the US Open, he said they brought two different feelings, but I guess his delight in winning the US Open, especially after overcoming some recent challenges. Would we ever get to the point where there are three legendary tennis players like we had with Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic, and Rafael the Bull from Spain, Nadal?
They're very different in my point of view. The first one is it's a kind of relief. You work for it. You take more time to realize what you have done. Now this one is. Well, also the last part of my career was I mean, until now, the last months were very difficult because I think you all know what I went through, and then I surrounded myself, fortunately, already before with very good people, with people who I can trust. So it was very, very tough, coming from from Cincinnati to here, which gave me then a lot of confidence. But still, this Grand Slam are different. So I'm so happy about the performance today. It was very tough. He was playing some amazing tennis. I felt like somebody who was serving much better, and I was struggling on my service games, and just trying to find a solution. So this one feels, yes, it is also a relief because. You work for this kind of trophies. You work for playing some big matches, some big stages, and I'm happy that I can take this one home with me because it's. I had some very tough losses here. Against Carlos with match point. Then last year, against Sasha. Playing some good tennis in 5. So I always knew that this could suit me very well as a court. So I just try to keep going, keep improving, which we still are gonna do. So the work hasn't stopped, but for sure we're gonna take this one with us, and we're gonna celebrate tonight. So
Enyimba TV Radio, we dare to lead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Timothy, for packaging the news together. Who get Timothy? Get somebody who, to be very honest, I know how hard it is to do this job that he is doing for me. And I take every moment to really appreciate and celebrate him for the good job that he does and for making my job easy as well. For loving me so much that he chose to do this for us. I'm very, very grateful. I owe you a whole lot. I hope that we can grow to the place where we can also support your growth, your career growth, your academic growth, and everything. Thank you very much for everyone who's also supporting us every day, for helping us to turn the lights on, helping us to put the internet running. And thank you to those of you who are subscribing. For those of you who are here on the live, please do well to click on the like button. It doesn't take anything away from you to click on the like button. And I also want to say again, thank you to all of you who, view and comment on the Chronicles of the Legends. The Son of Lisa one, the one with Brani Day, the one with Oladimeji Lawa, and the one we put up yesterday. No, day before Saturday, yes, on the 10th. Bright Omokaro. For those who were not here at the beginning, the Meji Lawa called me on Saturday and was like very, very excited. I was like, oh, thank you very much, my brother. I didn't get it, okay? I really didn't get it. I mean, let's be honest. I've not been in a position where I interviewed somebody and then the person is telling me thank you. I mean, I'm supposed to be telling you thank you for allowing me share your story. So it was strange. Like, why is he thanking me? And then he like, send me, I can't say me. I said, bro, no, nobody. I'm always very, very wary and careful who I take money from. Okay. But long story short, and I was bold enough to ask him why. I mean, this interview we did it since last year. It's been a long time now. And we just posted it recently though, and it was like, cool. That when I posted the interview and I shared the link with him, he was happy, but then he started going back. His wife, his children, they were watching it. His friends, and then there were positive comments. People were talking good about him, praising him. It felt like they just played the Dama Miracle game again, and then people were remembering the goal he scored against Togo for the Super Eagles and all that. That it brought him great joy and happiness. Now he's been living in this bubble that Nigerians do not appreciate him because he didn't make it big in the game, and a lot of people actually did not also understand the reason why he failed at Madrid. That interview was the first time he was really sharing it, in detail. So the fact that it relieved him and he got him happy, he was very happy. So it is you people that I have to thank for that, for making a legend of the game feel happy and satisfied and appreciated. Then I put up the Bright Omokaro. I mean, Bright Omokaro is a senior man. This guy started playing football before I was born. So he's a senior man. And when I interviewed him when I was producing the Nigerian League 2 seasons ago. We went to produce the Insurance Enyimba game, and then I decided to stay extra when the Emefiele headache, money issue was up. February 2022, if I'm not mistaken. This is February 2022 also. Is it February 2023 now? I can't remember. No, 2022. So while we're doing all of that during the average league season, okay? And I met him and he was so happy. I said, bros, Baba, I want to interview you. I said, because he knew me, I used to play a bit. I played some competition for teams in Benin, so he knew me, and he knew me in the Nigerian league. But when I told him I want to interview him, he was very happy. If you go watch the interview again, you notice he was always smiling. When I ask him questions, you see him smiling. Like, he would like, how did you even know all these things that you're asking me? As bros, now my job now, and I've been around. Long story short, called me this morning. I was like, oh, he loves the comments of people that there are people who still remember him, who still remember what he did. That he was always thinking, because I did not post the interview, probably he didn't speak well and I didn't like it. I said, no, when we do interview, there are timing. You have to look for the right time to put the interview out. National team was playing, and it was the perfect time for me to put that one out, to mix it up, because I could put it out when European football is going on and nobody will be interested. So you like the comment, the people appreciating him. I should send his appreciation back to all of you guys who are appreciating him. So I'm sending the greetings from Dimeji Lawa and Bright Omokaro 1010, legends of the game, back to say thank you for appreciating them. So you see why I said engaging the content also, as much as it does also well, it also do these people well, because again, now other people, somebody Fure Yanemi reached out to us, is in Belgium, that why would I not come and interview? I said, okay, Fure, I'm coming. Your interview, I don't want to do it via Zoom because your son is playing for Club Brugge, if I'm not mistaken, as a striker. I would like to come to Europe and come and have a sit down with you. And I was like, oh, if you come, I know other Nigerian players that are playing, that are retired, that are in Europe, I would hook you up. I said, okay, no problem, but I can't do it immediately. I still need my numbers to grow. I still need to get more engagement on my channel. And he understood. So thank you very much, all of you, for engaging the content that we put out all the time. Having said that, If you are here viewing, please click on the like button. It doesn't take anything away from you for doing that. Now, let me go to your beautiful comments that you guys have put out. I also ask a question. Have you ever set up a project with a friend or family member and some artists went bad? It damages the relationship and also destroyed the project. Please share your opinion, your views, your story if you have one. Okay, the reason why is because Todd Boehly and Egbali came together to buy Chelsea. The idea was to grow the club and do big business. Now they are fighting. Okay, all of a sudden, and I'm sure that relationship, that friendship, have been on for a very long time. But now there is an infighting that might just destroy the relationship. It happened with Crystal Palace. Sheffard and what's it called? Why am I always forgetting? Simon Jordan. They all came and rescued Chelsea, Crystal Palace from administration last minute. But then at the end of the day, one is always on Talk Sports crying, frustrated, feeling betrayed, while the other one is running the club and going on his way. So, that sometimes people come together to do business, but then it affects friendship and relationship. If you have any story like that to share, just share with us. Like we always say, beyond the football, we talk about other things that people can learn from. Now let's go to your comment. 69 Football say, here we go. It's a loaded show. Ima Idion says, good to see you guys from from Bangkok, Thailand. Up Niger for life. Love you all. Love you too. Thank you very much. Thank you for finding time to be on the live all the way from Bangkok, Thailand. Thank you very much. Olafa says, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. I don't understand this Chelsea crisis, but I thought that Boehly bought the club from the UK government because this crisis I don't understand. Well, it's not just Todd Boehly. It's Todd Boehly and his if you go and check online, you will see the directors and his friends. It's a partnership, it's a consortium. So now they can't agree on the direction they want the club to go. Some people are not happy with the transfer policies. Some are not happy with the signing of long-term players and those things, the type of players that they're signing, the ones that they will sign and the ones that they disagree on. So they are all in disarray. But who would you want to run the club? I guess a lot of people will find it hard to answer this question because not too many people really know the Todd Boehly and his friends and all that and their antecedents, but you have to go online and search for them. Simeon Alfa say Eguavoen should stay, please. Should just find a solution for Iwobi and make our midfield flow. I think Olisanda should start. Okay, if you say so, it's good to see Olisanda, a product of the place where I also played in Port Harcourt SBS, coming to play for the national team. Aggie, my friend, if you watch the Friday edition of the Views from the Stand, the guy that ended the show had white beards. If you're on Instagram, you should have seen his content. Don Kilikili, it's one Port Harcourt content where they're speaking that crazy Port Harcourt pidgin English, that slangs. As the guy that groomed Olisenda, produced him, he was very happy, excited. He didn't even send to me that look, his product is playing for the national team. That kind of joy that you feel. So let's hope that I think that everybody's time will come. That's what I always say. The other way say, I think the Eagles were superb on the night. The coordination, the passes, and they seem to be in tune with the coach tactics, although it could be better, good performance. What I like again about that game was when Eguavoen needed to switch things up, he did. When it felt like, okay, we were now beginning to fall under pressure because there was a 10 minutes window, maybe I'm wrong, where we were falling under pressure, he did the switches and everything worked well. The timing of the substitutions were also fantastic. In my opinion, I might be wrong. Like I've been accused, I never see anything wrong with the Eguavoen. Not necessarily, I'm not just going to hang the man dry, but I just think that for the short time that he was given to take over this team and the way the team came out to play as against the backdrop of their previous matches, I think that they did well. Let's see what they do in Kigali against Rwanda. The altitude will be different. If you've not been to Rwanda, you will not understand this. But if you go to Rwanda, the altitude is different. It's a higher altitude. It might be difficult. Our players might tire out after 60 minutes, and that might work against us. So Eguavoen must find the balance to be able to handle that properly. Well, whatever it is, I wish them the very, very best. They are a national team. There is no two ways about it. We cannot help but support the national team. I mean, the good of the national team gives us joy. You wouldn't just wake up and bust the bubble of what gives you joy. Since now, everybody say great weekend. Super Eagles won. MPFL returns 3 away wins, lots of goals. Olufemi Ayatunde says, bros, this one way you dress corporate today. You look too serious. I am enjoying your show. I'm too serious. Okay, if I play on a side to play, I serious. I too serious. I don't understand. This is the reason why you should not listen to the people of the world, because they will lead you astray. Just do what is good and make sure it is not illegal. It is not wrong. I did allow for my visitor yesterday. Well done, Elegweta family. Thank you for the customized gift items and the books. A lot of history and backstones enclosed in the books. I would have more insight to the past and present. Olafat says Sims Eguavoen has been a good coach with his win ratio, but my question is, what has been the problem with him? Is it tactics or player management? I don't know. I would rather say it is a luck. Okay, and this allow for me say make we relax and just let the boys work with this coach. These guys can disappoint us anytime. They should still be put under the right pressure. That game was good, but they need to do better. And this allow for me says win consistently, and we can say it's one. We can say it's one off when you don't turn up and win. Yes, I agree with you on that one. The line Roger says it has to be said that Lookman was exceptional as well. Two top strikers for the national team is what we have been used to in Nigeria until recently. Okay, I agree with you. Olafat says I assume if Arsenal has been in Usmanov's hand, yes, we might have been successful, but I think what happened to Chelsea could have happened, and we go back to factory setting. Usmanov is not Russian. Usmanov is a Ukrainian, so he would have gotten the support. It's Russian that everybody is banning, but I think I like the fact that it's in the hands of Kroenke. Kroenke, for me, in my opinion, and what Usmanov would have been. At least Arsenal is not buying success. Arsenal is not trading their soul for results. I don't know what Usmanov would have done, but I think that the whole I want to be like Roma and I want to be like Roma would have put Arsenal in a very, very bad state going forward, and the business would not have gone well. Additional Lavama say owning and running a club by these rich guys is more of a pride and passion. If you never get money when you fit lose, major tip no be for you. Now village you go ahead. Come my place now. My too mean. All of us say that's definitely it, because if Nigeria had lost, a lot of people would have thrown the stick at the assistant coaches because of the local league stigma. The agenda has been local versus international. This Lavama says Van Nistelrooy is assistant to Ten Hag. Eguavoen should be given his due respect. Let these boys and the coaches do their job and continue to put pressure on the boys. All of us say so. It's kind of target. Some people support the foreign, while some people go with the local. To the extent it's been a fandom, and people have been trolled, abused, and disrespected with these agendas. Additional Lavama say Chukwueze should only play 10 minutes of game. It is getting worse by the day. I don't even think he should play for the national team. I think they should give him time to rest. He's more of a comedian than a footballer right now, so he should go sort out his football. Maybe in the future he will come back, but he go sort out his football. Then when he's ready, he should come back. Additional Lavama say trust is a good truth. I guess he's a good captain. He says and does the right thing. The Laraji says Eguavoen's style have always been fluid on attack, just that it can be predictable and less effective against a tactical side. Case in point, Tunisia. Oh, no, don't forget that Tunisia. Shall now let that Tunisia. Everybody won't mention. Now forget say we collect red card for that game too. Tunisia. That's not even like me. I can't even blame Eguavoen for that one. I think it is Mr. Simon that was an idiot on the day. Like that's the truth. I was in that stadium. I was watching that game, and like, which problem, guy? They are marking you. You're still doing the same thing. Okay, where you blame coaches? Why didn't you change him and bring in somebody else? Sometimes it's hard to change when you collect a red card. Your whole game plan is destroyed. But hey, it is what it is. It's past. I don't think I want to dwell on that forever. Okay. Additional Lavama say make who get money run the club and do what he want do. Fit help the fight. Send Antonio to say I still don't know how to become a member. I had checked the channel but didn't see anything. When you go to this channel, the first thing you will see if you click on the channel and you click on the home page, you will see something that says join. You will see an information that says join. That's why I say if you have issues, just chat me directly and I'll screen grab and I'll show you the process of how to go about it. It's easier. I could even send you the link to join. To join, then it's easier that way. So just click on that place called they say join, and then you select whether you want to join bronze membership or silver membership, and then you're good to go. All right. So let's see if you can try it. After, I mean, even on this live now, if you go down where the title of the live stream is, you see join there, click on it, and then it's easy, it's straightforward. I always say that those who already join, maybe explain to those who they struggle to join, but then I don't know why they distinguish with the explanation. Well, a lot of us say, boss, I noticed that Eguavoen was all on headset in the Benin game, was always communicating with him, and when I checked, I don't know if it was the NFF or him that brought a video analyst. Well, who brought a video analyst? No matter. There was a video analyst, and to be very honest, it was the NFF. It's Ebobo Ego Richard, the guy that was working with Celtic. Okay, one young man that's working with Celtic, that's communicating with him. That's the way it works. So it's there communicating, telling them, okay, this is what's going on, this is what's going on. And then, I think I'd have to interview him so that you guys will know the person. There's a guy that Amaju went to go and beg to come work for Nigeria during the qualifiers for the Qatar World Cup. Unfortunately, it isn't good, but that's the guy. And I think it's good to work for Celtic, not be joke. DJ Lau from us says, Koshila saying all the right things always, not just lucky. The guy get brain sharp. Paul Obi, today is his birthday, so you guys can drop a birthday message to Mr. Paul Obi Day. Paul Obi, Dogu, we greet you. Happy birthday to you as you grow younger. I will say, hold on up. To grow younger, may God grant you more wisdom. As like you talk, give us some marriage lessons in the group and taught us how to stay married. We appreciate it. May God also strengthen you and keep you going. Emmanuel say why is Amunike not in the picture? I think I've answered that already before. Babawale Olayemi, hey, Pedro Hana, he said happy birthday, Paul Obi. And then he said nice show as usual and always. Thank you very much. Adebola Oluwaseun for me says good morning, sir. Good morning to you. Talking about the member of YouTube channel, I'm asking because member too. Okay, I don't understand the final part. Timitokwa says, Timitokwa Adeola says, Austin Eguavoen is one of our best. DJ Lafma say, happy birthday, Paul Obi. Wishing you many more fruitful years ahead. Olafat says, is it not time to say Deschamps should step down as the Les Blues coach, or it's just him using old system to be a bit harsh to just say he should step down? But if the team keep losing, obviously that's going to happen. That's the sad. Winning the World Cup, going to the finals in the second World Cup, it's not a to anybody if at the end of the day the team starts going bad. That's why the Toga, a coach is as good as his last resort, so it will be judged by that. But let's see how a few of the games goes. If they happen, he either going to resign and step down, or probably they'll fire him. Okay. Anyway, I have always supported having a local coach so we can have a Eguavoen for now. Paul, I've been beside that. Say that Italy have arrived with the way they played. In that game, France was still the better team. Italy was just a lot more tactical. Again, a little bit of too much individuality in the French team also cost them. But I'm happy to see Italy. Anybody who know me know that Italy is my team in Europe. So I'm happy to see them, win that game the way they did, especially not having won in France for 70 years. It's a good thing. But I think that there was still a little bit of, weakness in that team. But I like their counter-attacking because it felt like every time they counter-attacked, there was going to be a goal. Saliba did wrap himself in glory for that goal that was scored by Rapsodori. But hey, it is what it is. It was one of those days where a good player or a good team gets their off day, and a team so well also gets a good day. But we will see how they go forward. Like my friend on the Views from the Stand, Daniel, will say, the problem with Italy is that they don't have the key openers. Every Italian team of every generation have had one or two players who unlock doors. You know, if the team is playing and then they meet a team that can stand up in their face, they need a magician to make it happen. They've not had that. Maybe Sidori will be the guy now, and then the rest of them we will see. But let's give them some time. I wouldn't just say now that they have arrived, but they are doing well. The line always say assistant coaches are like deputies of vice. They are to be seen in a while and not to be heard except instructed by their oga. Although you can't rule out one or two contributions. Olafa says it's very sad that even Kano pillars don't have documentation of Rabi Ali Pele and they can't give him an extensive retirement production. Well, it's Nigeria. I mean, I offered to do a production for a team in the league for this season, but they came out forming what I don't know, and we had to pull out of it. It was a sacrifice I was supposed to make, but it's Nigerian football. It is Nigerian football. It will always be like that. So sometimes you've got to be very, very careful. You might be wanting to do something good, but the way people react to it again will make you feel like, oh, I'm whipping the wrong horse here. It's a dead horse. I don't like that you say 70 watching, 29 likes, make una like. Okay, thank you very much for that. I just love my say, lovely children, what you have said is true. I don't like that you say Mr. Paul meant more years in good health. Yemi Danama said the kingdom of God suffered violence from the practice anyways, and violence must take it by force. That's the Bible talks. So let's see, a sprinkle of violence. No, not a sprinkle of violence. Multiple doses of violence in your life. Like I always say to people, I like it when people see me and the first impression is that this guy is rude. You know why? In the world we live in, look around you. Every gentle person gets taken for a ride. Every nice person gets taken for a ride, get taken for granted. Me, for the life I did, I mean you want to take for granted. I mean you want to take for a ride. Don't I go fire you. You'll get problem. I'll get problem with you. I'm the kind of guy that will have problem with you if you take me for a ride. And I like the fact that once you meet me, you know. My humility and my humanity is for people that are very close with me, my inner circle. Outside my inner circle, people should know me as a rude, stupid idiot. I'm fine with that. I don't care. I don't care. I'll tell my wife, I don't need people loving me. I need people to be afraid of me. That's how these children will be protected. If people love you, they will shook out for your eye. Everybody that has been betrayed and been heartbroken, it came from people who love them. People fear you. God, as powerful as it is, they say the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. I mean, I'll call say the love of it that is the beginning of wisdom. No, people should fear me. I don't like all those people liking you. I don't like you. Get out of my front with all the principle. I don't work. If you work for you, they work for me. And this is a lot of man say, I know their true color when they are put in environment and watch them show you their stuff. I agree with you. Chris Allen, he said it's too early to judge them. My problem with Eguavoen is he finds it increasingly difficult to raise the bar when confronted with stiffer opposition. Let's hope inclusion of match readers will help. They already have a match reader now, bros. Which one you want to add again? Ohibumi Ozoya, thank you very much to the bronze membership circle. I appreciate you for that one. Thank you so much. We already have a match reader in case you don't know, but we already have a match reader. To be very, very honest, maybe you don't know. Dozy, he say, and also you are OG, Big Baba. Respect to you. Salute you too. I don't like that you say I don't know what the Americans were thinking. No disrespect to their tennis players, but they aren't on the same level with Sina and Sabalenka. If I play in the finals with you, bros, we're on the same level. You win, yes. Take it that you win. But if I made it in a tournament to the finals and you made it to the finals, you win on the day. Good. Congratulations to you, but we're on the same levels. Now that talk of we're not on the same level, that's the one I'm not gonna take. If I make it in a tournament from this beginning to the finals and you make it to the finals, we're on the same levels. For that tournament, we're on the same levels. I don't care who you be. Whether if you like maybe Djokovic, if you like maybe Zidane, we're on the same levels because that's why we're playing in the finals. If we're not on the same level, I've not come since. That one, I know they agree with you on that one. Mohammed Kora, my brother from Gambia, I say kudos to you from the Gambia. Always on point. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Ohibumi Ozoya, he said, I didn't know Dimeji Lawa will feel that way, but and I understand with your explanation. I'm in my 40s. I grew up in Ibadan, so we all knew the Meiji, but with the younger fans, me not knowing. You see, that's the thing. The other day, let me give you a very good example. I grew up in Warri. There's a guy called Humphrey Jeba. Now, Humphrey Jeba is the best winger that I watched play growing up. There is another bros called Ajasco. Okay, no, Humphrey Jeba is Ajasco. There's another bros called Ojomo Kiyata. He's a header of the ball. He played for Julius Baja. Jeba also played for Julius Baja. Then there's another bros called Clement Emily, played for 3SC, went from Mercy College to play for 3SC. They were the first set of people that they were giving cards when they signed for football. Now, watching these guys play, the excellence of their execution is crazy. But somebody outside of Warri who did not know them, if I'm talking about them now, like, who be that one? Who will be? So it is moments like this that brings them up. And to be very honest, they played in an era where there was really no much money in the game. Worst thing that can ever happen to you as a sportsman is to watch the sport that you play, that you give your all and everything to, and then you not see some people not playing it, not even up to your standard, and you hear the amount of money that they are earning. I went to interview Messi the other day, and the way he was talking and the way he talked about the money that people are earning. When we veered into money, if we put a video out, I'm not going to put that because some of the comments were not really palatable. But you could tell that there's pain of maybe things, jealousy, regret, pain, and bitterness. So when you put out a video that you see people commenting positive, and there were a lot of positive on the Dimeji Lawa and the Omokaru video, there is joy. That's the same way a lot of misconception on the Dukudi's, the part of the Dukudi interview where he was talking about him coming back to play for 3SC instead of going to play for a Dutch club was the reason they didn't pick him to the Olympics. And people didn't understand it. They were not blaming him. Why would he choose to come play for a club in the Nigerian league instead of playing abroad? It's a career choice. It is what I like. I don't want to play abroad and sit on the bench and be treated like a trainee. When if I come to Nigeria, I'll be treated as a king. People started insulting him. He was foolish. He was that. Because he was sad. Like at some point, he felt depressed. And I asked him, should I take it down? He said, no, I should leave it. But he just felt really depressed. If you go to his WhatsApp status, you will see the things he was saying. You will know that the man is feeling bad. Thank God he just got a job in Liberia and he's doing that. So I understand. Sometimes I feel, even me that is working on the content, I feel like, should I put this thing out? This is meant for good. This is supposed to be for good. I mean, but hey, it is what it is. But thanks to you guys for how you treated the Dimeji Lawa right Omokaru interview. This week we're going to have let's wait for it. Or it will come when it comes. You will say, where did I stop? Okay. I'm coming. Okay. Does it say I'm watching from Thailand, Bangkok? Thank you very much. Nash, my guy. This is the first friend I made in Lagos. I always smile when I'm talking about it. And this is one human being that I've stayed true, loyal, and consistent with me. So he was there when I moved from Babanawa and started thinking of what I wanted to do in my life. When Barrister Paul Musa said that this kind of argument that we're making in the office, I should go and do it on Brilla FM. And it was there from that time to this very day. Everywhere he's gone, he's carried me along with him. I'm not okay. So himself and a friend of mine called Michael Akonde are two of my most consistent friends since I came to Lagos. I've been in Lagos now for 21 years, and they have been consistent with me. Nasri Oral says, I watched the Omokaru interview and I'm looking forward to seeing you interview the following Sunday. Eboigbe, Andrew, Friday, Lao never die. Sorry, I don't know that. One of these guys where you mentioned also don't die. Henry Wosu, Ademola, Adekola, and the likes. To be very honest, I want to interview all of these people. At the time, I sat down and I told my producer that, look, why not make these channels about our legend and leave these young journalists for the current players? Okay, when they now retired, we'll interview them. We agreed, and we put in. We tried to went to Ibadan. We tried to. First off, I knew that we cannot be everywhere. I paid money to someone to go to 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 do an interview with my former chairman. That one was painful because one of the best interview I would have done in my entire life, because I was interviewing an adult, somebody you played under, somebody you know to be very brilliant, and we were doing that interview. So I'm on the phone, and the man breaks down as I cry. That's like, that would have been for me like the zenith of my achievement. But unfortunately, the guy that I sent to go do the interview messed it up. Now, could have just said it's a one-off thing. Okay, it will not happen again, right? I now sent somebody to go do Christian Chukwu's interview. Again, messed it up. You know that saying that when you want something, don't do it yourself? Yes, in this our job, it is. There is a style and way I do my interview. I want the audio to be crisp, because I always say we are competing against the best in the industry, and the best is Europeans and Americans, the ESPNs of this world, the TNT, the beIN Sports, the Sky Sports. I don't want to put out an interview and it's messed up. It doesn't even matter if I'm using a phone to record the interview. The audio, that's what people want to hear. The audio should be crisp. If it is Zoom, people can understand that there's technicalities that you cannot control. But if it is a real, and you are there, you're holding a camera, my brother, make sure sound they good. But hey, they were messed up. Again, you know Nigeria is, it's really difficult to travel around Nigeria. You know, it's not that cheap, right? So, but it's not an excuse. I told a few friends that are Mr. Emeka Yandike is on my neck, that I should do more of the legend, I should do more of this. And I told him straight up, I said, bros, you see where we are right now. Our numbers are not there yet. This is a channel that earns $200 a month. But based off on our overhead, on our expense, we spend plus or minus about $3,000 a month, sometimes, or less. Now, we used to buy fuel 125 liter. How much? We used to buy like 15, 16, 17,000. Now it's 30,000 naira, right? And then you talk about the internet and you talk about the team. Imagine we didn't go for the Super Eagles game in New York because we couldn't find the balance. Schools are resuming today. You have to, a whole lot and all that. So basically, our numbers grew. Then we would do quite a lot. I explained it to someone that the day we get up to 100,000 subscribers and beyond, and then we're hitting views of say good numbers every month, and then we're not at a place where even if we're earning just $1,000 every month, then all of these names that you're mentioning, who would interview them, who will get their stories, are the ones that are outside. To be very honest, I have a big Rolodex of contacts. Nigerians in France, retired Nigerian players in France, the ones in Belgium, the ones in Germany, all over Nigerians. And you know the funny thing, because of what I've done with my podcast with Emmanuel Babayaro and with what I've done with all these interviews that they've seen, now they are the ones reaching out to me. Baba Alpha, when you come interview me, oh boy, Alpha. And if a man like Silvanus Opala calls you and say, oh boy, when you come interview me, first off, that's like winning the Grammys. Who the hell are you that Silvanus Opala or a whole Silvanus Opala will call you? Think about it. Who is Idafi? We're not talking Victor Osimhen, like Victor Osimhen or Ahmed Musa or Diego. These are my juniors. Do you know what it means for a Silvanus Opala to say, come and interview me? Or a Christian Chukwu will say, oh boy, so they see me. It's a game changer. But you also want the numbers, because to jump on a plane from here to Enugu, you don't want to come back and be finding your face like monkey will lick like. So that's finding the balance anyway. But to be very, very honest, Nasi, I would try and do all these ones. And then the ones that I can find in Lagos. I know that Friday is in Europe. Everyone is in Lagos. I don't know where he is, but I'll find that. But I know that we're going to bring, I'm going to give you something this week that you will love. Either it's going to be Silvanus Opala, or we're going to take you guys way back to the first bronze medal that Nigeria won at the AFCON in 1976 in Ethiopia. And one of the key members of that team, his name is Ido Otubose. aka Slow Poison, one of the best central defender for the Green Eagles back in the day. Well, hey, the guy who Christian Chuku displaced, right? You know, we will try. We will try. Don't worry, we'll try. That's all I can say for now. But you guys preach our gospel, get our subscribers to grow, get our views to grow, then we'll do a whole lot more. Paras here says smash the like button, guys. Let's surpass 50. We've already passed there with 62 now. Thank you very much today. Good morning, boss. I'm just glad we won. Did Victor Boniface started and Victor Osimhen came in the second half. 360 Sports management says, give my best friend my clue to sew. As I was to resume a job, I gave him months ahead and would complete payment, only to hear stories. I resumed in June. Till now, I never see clothes. Money I no see. God, you see, if I talk Taylor story here today, let's not talk about it. Let's not. All of us, Taylor problem, Taylor story to tell, whether friends or enemy. Taylor. I don't want to spoil my mood. Let's not talk about tailors. I don't know the devil that gave birth to all the tailors. Oh, my mama not tailor before too, but I don't know the devil will give birth to all tailors. But the IFI are special. Raji Moshood say, I'm thinking since we can't afford the better managers from our side, if we get a good result tomorrow, give a long-time contract, win, lose, we swim and sink with Eguavoen for the next 2 years. I'm not going to give Eguavoen long-term contract. I will tell Eguavoen, say, Eguavoen, for the next 4 years, you are going to be on game-by-game basis until you end the job, until you force Nigerians to say, give him an extension. If along the line to we lose you to other country, it is fine by us. Because I think that Nigerian coaches, they relax when they have a long-term contract. And I know this might be contradictory to everything that I have said, but any human being that cannot evolve with time is not a human being, as still be. So I've seen things that have made me change certain things that I believe in with Nigerian coaches. So I would say, let's do the game-by-game basis. If like saying that one I need to work for now. Okay? Yeah, me that I say, can we say that Lookman has a clear chance at the African Footballer of the Year going by? If you not win and witchcraft too, if Ademola Lookman don't win the award, let me speak in English. Now witchcraft. All the people when they vote, so all of them get boy for broadcast at their show, at their armpit. I mean they talk up. Yes, I know this is Monday. I'm not supposed to be saying this, but hey, who will make those rules safe? I'm not to say we should employ a foreign coach after Rwanda game. Eguavoen should go back to his post. Wow. Opinion, you know, insult anybody, so I'm not gonna fit scold you. I tell your opinion. Olava say, boss, what do you think about the issue happening between Eto'o, sports minister in Cameroon? The minister wants them to play somewhere while Eto'o have allocated another place with the officials. You see one thing, I have said that people always try to disagree with me. You cannot tell the person where they give you money, say you don't like the instruction where they give you. There is hierarchy. You want people to follow you, but the people you are asking to follow you are also watching how you follow others. It is very, very important. Eto'o might be right, but his being right is working outside of the rules of engagement. It will come against him eventually. Now Cameroon will suffer. To elephant 95 too. Eto'o's ego is overriding his purpose. You need money for the players' match allowances and bonuses, you go to the ministry. You need to pay your coaches, you go to the ministry. They should harmonize their relationship. They should find a common ground where, okay, guy, I'll give grant in this area. You too give grant here. Let's meet you halfway, and you meet me halfway. I not go agree versus we go die here today. Now they cause a war for community. Somebody needs to give grant. And Cameroon football will suffer at the end of the day. And they talk this thing in pidgin so that not only our people win, I go understand that, because I not like make Oyibo people take what you would talk, take embarrass ourselves. So now what I think for the Samuel to matter be that I might not be right to, but now the way I say be that any other person if he gets a different idea. Oyibumi Zoya, thank you very much. I once again appreciate you for signing up to Bronze membership. And if you are a member of this channel, do well to hit me up with your address on Instagram or Twitter. On Instagram, I am Elegbete1. On Twitter, I'm Elegbete1 Sports. So It's not because say we get too much to send you, but a deal is a deal. If we make a deal, we will go to the ends of the world to meet again. It goes to our integrity. These people, they just they talk, they deceive people to come sign up as their members. They never even they give it to they talk. And sometimes what we give is not equal to what your membership represents, but it's just again for you to say, okay, I'm a member of this brand. This is what they do for their members. Okay, it doesn't take anything, it doesn't add any value. I mean, I'm looking at a digital format and it's like, okay, the books that we give to him or whatever we give to him, not reach anything. I wait till not contribute to the channel, but it's just to keep the community growing. I don't like your day you say, boss, so them know the same level. Person way better pass you. Now why upset day for sports? If me and you play finals in a competition, we did the same level. On that tournament, we did the same level. You fit get big name. Sports not be like that. If I play the same tournament from start to finish and we meet for finals, on that tournament, try and understand what I'm saying. On that tournament, we did the same level. Your history, if you come to play later, we did the same level. Right there. Make Cape Verde play Nigeria for finals of AFCON. Cape Verde beat us. You say we're not in the same level. Now you know. Goes for George. I hope they don't score the goal. Can you explain why some members like managers like Finidi George ETH delay before subs when the whole stadium can see the problem? Surely 45 minutes is enough to see what is wrong with a selection. Silas Ferguson never delayed. That's a lie. Silas Ferguson is the king of introducing players in the 70th and 80th minute. So you can't tell me that Silas Ferguson never delays. That is a clear lie. I will not agree with you on that one. You've just picked the wrong person to use as your example. Having said that, managers all over the world set out to say the starting 11 should play 1 hour. That's what managers do all over the world. But then some players are playing badly for some reasons. One, somebody else is not. If a defense is leaking, look well. It's not the defender that is at fault. It is the midfielder that is not covering well that is making the defense leak. So the coach is thinking, if I remove this midfielder, I don't have anybody that can play like him. Why don't I try to pass instruction and let the guy play well and see if I can fix it? And all of those things could cause those kind of delay. So it's not necessarily a one type thing. So Arsene Wenger, for instance, is also a late subber. But there are pragmatic coaches who they can change the player in and bring the player out. Jose Mourinho is an example. Not everybody is like that. Most coaches, when they start a game, you are going to play for 60 minutes as the match starts. That's the way it works. Okay, I want to really got the professor. He says, thank you very much for helping me with saving my health by paying for my medication. The Super Eagles tried. He said, I hope they keep this up. But you see these people, when you think say they don't arrive, they go just break your heart again. Good game. Momoma, some of una don't start the hype again. Austin Eguavoen is not a coach. He doesn't have the ability nor the potential to become one. He should go back to his position after the Rwanda game. Thank you very much. All the other coach will get the ability, so what did they give up? I don't like what they say. Taylor and Nepa, who disappoint pass now Taylor. Taylor, when you get party, Nepa, when you need them pass. And finally, Digital Format Ademola Lookman is really claiming the crown for the CAF award. Let him be consistent. Thank you very much, everybody of my community. God bless you, and do have for yourself a wonderful day. Once again, my name is Edafe Matthew Sogone. You love to come in the Lagos Sports. Thank you very much, Ohibumi, for joining our membership, and thank you to everyone who subscribed today, and thank you to everyone who's engaging our content when we put them out. Also, thank you for those of you who help us to share our content and tell other people about what we do. Do have for yourself a wonderful and amazing day. Bye.